Here's the thing. Each time that I think John Jones is one of the best to ever do it. And each time I had this conversation with somebody, they always say, no, he's not. And I was like, well, yes, he is. And he goes, well, you're not going to, talk about his failed drug test and the picogram. And they're like, and I'm like, well, I mean, it was just a picogram. He goes, but it's discrediting everything you've done, GSP's done, everybody who's never failed a drug test, right? And he goes, so then we have this argument, and he goes, so you're having an argument about someone who failed a drug test and you think he's the best. And I was like, yeah. And then I sit there thinking, I was like, fuck, man, why do I always have to, like, I'm always defending John Jones for that. So it's always
So here's the thing. I will honestly say that when it comes to taking steroids and it comes to taking like performance enhancing drugs, I would honestly say that there's a lot of people in the UFC that take performance enhancing drugs. They take steroids. It's not just the UFC, it's in every professional sport. I 100% do believe that, and I honestly really do believe that they have all these resources so that they just don't get caught. As far as John Jones being the GOAT, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that not only is John Jones gifted with his IQ, he's gifted with decision making, and he's gifted with knowing how to literally beat his opponent systematically. And that's something that steroids and performance enhancing drugs just don't cover. Performance enhancing drugs, they don't make you smarter. They don't make you, I guess, more aware of how to beat your opponents. They'll make you stronger. They'll make you faster. They'll make you literally how do I say this, like have more dexterity and like last more in the octagon. But the reason, in my opinion, why John Jones beats a lot of his opponents, it isn't because he's like some physical specimen, because there are physical specimens in the UFC and they don't win titles. At the top of the food chain per se, I think that what separates the best from everybody else is decision making, right decision making, good decisions, and that's just something that performance enhancing drugs just don't cover, in my honest opinion.
Yeah,
Here's my take on it. I fought people in Pride that was on steroids, and I beat some of them and I lost.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't think that steroids will help you win a fight.
It doesn't help you win a fight, but it helps you prepare for the fight. It helps you train more. It helps you recover. It helps you.
How do you know all this?
Because I see all these fucking athletes who do it, they talk about it.
You look like you on that shit right now.
You think so? No, this is
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Your arms, your muscles almost bigger than mine.
That ain't natty.
That ain't natty.
That ain't natty.
You're looking at the most natty. The most natty. No. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you're looking at the most natty nigga around the fucking world.
Natty niggas. Fuck that. That's a new T-shirt. Don't y'all call it natty niggas.
Yeah.
Listen, all joking aside, though, do you really feel that taking a performance enhancing product, I'm not gonna say steroid product,
You just said.
I know, but do you really feel like because of the recovery and what it does for you? I mean, isn't there an argument that you still have to go in there and fight?
Yeah, you do, but you're more prepared. Like
yeah, I'm asking you. I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
I
talked to Uriah Faber. I mean, I'm not to talk to Uriah Faber, but I saw Uriah Faber was on the podcast, and he goes, it helps you get ready, right? Like, for me, I've never done anything. I just started smoking weed recently.
How's that going?
Oh, it's fucking phenomenal. Dude, I blazed up one time, went to the gym, did 15 fucking rounds the next day, and I was like, this shit's fucking PED. I was faster. I can feel. I mean,
I've never heard nobody say that.
Really? You serious? Oh, man,
It's sativa. I 100% guarantee that fucking Demetrius Johnson is a sativa head.
I felt fucking fast as fuck that day. I was like, oh, wow.
It's a mental. I guess it's a mental thing.
I felt fast, and I texted my coach like, dog, this shit right here is a PED. He goes, no, you just got some well needed rest. That's what you got. So I think, when athletes take, I mean, you ask them like we literally we're over next door talking about, the culture in Brazil and the kids coming up and them getting on, steroids.
So I think that it is like some truth to that.
And here's the thing.
I think that there is some truth to definitely steroids do help you in MMA without a doubt. They absolutely do help you. But I just don't agree that they're the main reason as to why John Jones is like looked at as like the best ever, because there has been fighters out there that have taken steroids and they just don't make them better fighters, because at the end of the day, the main thing that makes John Jones are things that pretty much steroid doesn't affect, like your decision making, overall fighting IQ. Like those are just things that steroids just don't cover. It kind of reminds me of that argument with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, how Devin Haney was pretty much saying that the only reason why Ryan Garcia won was because he was taking steroids. But in my honest opinion, with that context in mind, the main reason why Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney was because he was being the superior boxer, in the sense that he was making better decisions in the ring, and that's the reason why he won that fight. I know it's a different conversation, different topic for a different video, but I think it's this main is thematically the same thing. That yeah, there are fighters out there that could be on performance enhancing drugs, but it doesn't necessarily make them better fighters. It just makes their bodies more capable, which inherently isn't the same thing as being a championship level fighter, to the degree of John Jones, in my honest opinion.